It's Monday, June 22nd. Welcome aboard to this edition of Barnstable Today. I'm Kevin Friel.
And I'm Andrew Gobiel. We're here at the Visitor Center at Bismore Park, dealing with yet another rainy, windy day. Hopefully things will change.
Just a reminder, the meetings we cover are available at the town's website, www.town.barnstable.ma.us.
Now, Thursday night, an overflow crowd of a few hundred showed up at the hearing room at the town hall. They were there to discuss a wastewater project public hearing. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough room to accommodate the crowd in the hearing room, which led to this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, as I guess everyone can recognize, we've exceeded the capacity of this room. So I'm going to suggest that the issues with regard to the sewer collection expansion at Lake Wequaquet, at Stewart's Creek, and the pump station, those are numbers 131, 132, and 133, will be postponed until Thursday. Or, well, you have a choice. Hold on. I'm going to ask everyone.
Okay, order, please. Give us a chance to explain.
Thank you. We all can't be heard. Everyone wants to have an opportunity to speak, and everyone deserves that right. Unfortunately, we have so many people here. We have a fire code that we have to watch. We need to have a facility. Please let me speak. We have to have a facility that is sufficient for everyone to be able to speak. Everyone. We have another room. If you don't let me finish, we'll never get through. We have another room that will hold 30 more people, but I can't tell you that would be sufficient to allow us to continue this meeting with this number of people here. So the only thing that I can think of, and I've tried to speak to everyone, is that we need a facility that will accommodate everyone, big enough so that everyone has the chance to speak. And if they say that again? That's exactly right, the high school auditorium. And we need to have a date that's available. So I'm suggesting to everyone that date would be a week from today, the 25th, at 7 p.m. at the high school auditorium. But we have to get the availability, and we have to make that arrangement. I can't do that right now for tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Point of order,
you,
Mr. President.
Listen, yes. This really is out of order. It's unnecessary. But all right, I am going to listen. We have been notified that this room is over capacity, and we have been ordered to do something about that. I would ask everyone to orderly, if you are here for just those items, they have been postponed until August the 25th. That's it. Excuse me, June the 25th. 1 week.
Eventually, a decision was made to reschedule the hearing to Thursday night at Barnstable High School's Night Auditorium, which is a larger venue.
On the agenda, 3 items: an appropriation and loan order for sewer collection system expansion in the Lake Wequaquet area, an appropriation and loan order for a pump station and force main design and construction, and an appropriation and loan order for sewer collection system expansion at Stewart's Creek.
Now, on the town's website, you can actually access the proposal put together by the Department of Public Works. It answers many questions in regards to these projects, including a justification for the needs of the projects and potential costs to the town and individual homeowners.
And it is those costs that have town councilors who discussed the issue for a few moments Thursday night concerned.
I'm grateful the people came out. Am I grateful that we had to postpone? No. But I'm grateful they came out because, as one of our previous councilors said, this is going to be one of the hardest votes we're going to take for sure. Well, there's just no question. I don't ever remember having a vote that leveraged so much debt against individual people. So make no mistake, there isn't anybody up here who isn't solemn over the issue and doesn't understand the magnitude of it.
Councilor Crocker was referring to one of his colleagues, calling this one of the most important votes he would ever make on Barnstable's town council. He was referring to Richard Barry. Now, here's more of what the councilor from Precinct 7, which encompasses part of the western part of the town, had to say.
I would urge all those people who are interested in this issue for next Thursday to go on and take a look at the Conservation Law Foundation website, because they are working on suing not only Barnstable, but every other town on the Cape Cod. And where I grew up in Quincy, when they came up with the outfall pipe, that's what we're looking at. And the town in this particular instance has the opportunity through low interest loans. And that's why this thing's being rushed through. And if it doesn't fly, it doesn't fly. But what's going to happen, I guarantee you, you'll look back and you'll remember this meeting or next week's meeting, and instead of paying $30,000, you're going to pay $50,000. Now, for the people in the western part of the town, we already have an existing wastewater treatment plant here in Hyannis. Well, that's 8 miles away. So for the people out there, pay attention to this issue, because it's a huge issue, because somewhere down the line, if the people of Stewart's Creek and the people of Lake Waquaket are asked to pay to hook up to that then existing system, and then all of a sudden it's mandated to build another sewer treatment plant in the western part of the town, we have to pay for acquisition of land, we have to pay for construction, and for the people at Lake Waquaket and the people around Stewart's Creek to say, we're not going to help you with that. We just foot our $30 million bill. So this is huge. This is a huge, huge, in my opinion, it's the biggest vote I'll ever have on the town council.
Again, that meeting is scheduled for Thursday night at 7 o'clock at Barnstable High School's Night Auditorium. Now, if you're unable to make it to that 7 o'clock meeting, don't worry. We'll carry it live right here on our town's cable access, Channel 18. We'll also post it to our website where it will be available on demand.
Here's a brief follow-up on an agenda item that was discussed at Thursday night's meeting.
It was a joint public hearing with the council and the planning board to discuss a DCPC designation. Again, DCPC is simply an acronym for District of Critical Planning Concern. Now, such a designation must be approved by the council. Joanne Buntich, who heads the Growth Management Department, spearheaded this DCPC designation affecting the village of Centerville, along with the town's attorney and the planning board.
The designation effectively rezones the area affected. After listening to the proposal, the town council voted to postpone their decision on this issue until their July 16th meeting.
Now, a full slate of meetings is on tap for the town of Barnstable this week. Here is the list.
On Monday, June 22nd, the Community Preservation Committee meets in the Town Hall hearing room at 5.
Planning board meeting in the Town Hall hearing room at 7 o'clock Monday nights.
Then Tuesday, June 23rd, the Coastal Resource Management Committee has a meeting in the Town Hall hearing room at 5.
The Waterways Committee meeting at 8 o'clock in the MEA conference room at 1189 Finney's Lane in Centerville.
On Wednesday, June 24th, the Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs will be meeting in the Council hearing room in Barnstable Town Hall. The meeting will take place from 4 to 6 p.m.
The Old Kings Highway Historic Committee meeting, West Barnstable Community Building at 7 o'clock, that too on Wednesday, June 24th.
Formal site plan review will be meeting in the Town Hall hearing room at 9:30 in the morning.
And as mentioned, that important meeting dealing with the sewer expansion projects is going to be held Thursday night at 7 o'clock at the Night Auditorium at Barnstable High School.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Kevin Friel.
And I'm Andrew Gobeil. Have a great evening.